Alright, welcome back. This time we are doing another update video. Another one, as if I've done one recently. I haven't done one in forever. Or any news, for that matter, for Vainglory for a long time. So I apologize for that, but we're back and we're doing it. So here we go, update 3.2. We have a bunch of new content. If you guys don't follow Twitter or don't follow VaingloryGame.com, or you can just see it yourself, here you go. Here's the video. I mean, maybe you guys just want to hang out with yours truly. Who knows? But anyways, a lot of content. We have a brand new hero, Malene. We have 3 new skins, Samurai Cruel, Tea Party Peddle, and Clown Walker, which of course is Churn Walker. And finally, we do have a Petal Ultimate rework, which is going to be a huge discussion for this video, I feel like, because I think it's going to be a huge step forward for Petal as far as a hero and reliability, and maybe diversity as far as be able to flex what she's going to be doing. Not so much just a damage dealer, but maybe something else as well, like a captain of sorts, which we'll get into a little bit later. But anyways, moving forward, let's go ahead and look at Malene first. We do have a video real quick, so let's go ahead and play that. I'm going to make it super awkward and not say a single thing and just stare at you guys while you guys watch. So here we go.
Do everything myself?
Okay, I can't do it anymore. This is super awkward.
Do I have to do everything
I'll watch the video now.
myself?
Alright. Look at that. Blade just got destroyed, dude. I love that you can go underground. But anyways, moving on. We do have the description of Malene here. So new hero Malene. Here's a splash art too if you don't see it already behind me. Malene is a backline spellcaster who can immediately use her form-swapping ultimate ability, Enchanted Transformation, at level 1. Toggle Enchanted Transformation to swap between her light and shadow forms, and use abilities in quick succession to deal massive crystal damage to enemy heroes. So she's kind of like Varia in a sense, where crystal does affect her basic attacks. Or maybe even Celeste too would be a good comparison. Malene is unlockable with ice only after the first 7 days. Or only for the first 7 days. After the first 7 days, then she's available for glory. Again, I get this question all the time. Rumbly, like, how much does she cost for glory when she's available for glory? Well, sir, I'm pretty sure she's going to be the same price as any other new hero when they're available for glory. just putting it out there. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. But anyways, moving on, we do have abilities here. Masked Ball. So Malene's ultimate is available at level 1, we already said that, and allows her to switch between light form and shadow form. Additionally, Malene's basic attacks deal crystal damage. For a short duration after switching forms, Malene's next basic attack is empowered, which we'll get into what that means here in a little second here. So, going into her first ability, Light Ribbons, which is her light form of it, Malene sends ribbons of light in a chosen direction, damaging and immobilizing the first enemy hit. I am suddenly reminded of a hero from League of Legends. I'm not going to say the name, but I can be pretty certain that a lot of you guys will know who I'm talking about, and we'll probably write it in the comment section. But we'll leave it at that. Moving on to the shadow form of that ability called Shadow Tendrils. Malene unleashes 3 Shadow Tendrils in a chosen direction, dealing crystal damage to all enemies along their path, so it does pierce through all the targets. Each Tendril deals its own instance of damage, which deals less damage to minions. So it looks like while they're probably going to be spread out to some degree, if you actually hit them all in one hero, that's a lot of damage, because that's 3 instances of the damage being done, because each Tendril does its own instance of damage. That is pretty cool. Royal Amnesty, which is a light form. Malene imbues herself with light, granting herself a barrier and movement speed for boost. That sounds such a weird sentence, but anyways. So she gets a barrier and movement speed in her light form called Royal Amnesty. In the shadow form of this ability, which again is the B ability, Wicked Escapade, Malene becomes invulnerable and untargetable for a short time. That error there. Malene becomes invulnerable and untargetable for a short time, slowing enemies she passed through and leaving behind a pit of shadow. So it doesn't actually do damage, maybe? I don't know. Enemies inside the pit are dealt... Well, freaking Rummy, just read on. Stop just interrupting. Enemies inside the pit are dealt damage when Malene reappears. Okay, so there we go. So she goes invulnerable and untargetable and slows any enemy she passes through. If the enemies are in the Pit of Shadow, when she reappears, it does damage. So there you go. That's pretty cool. Enchanted Transformation, now going into what it means to be empowered for the basic attack. So again, you switch between light and shadow form, swapping abilities and gaining empowerment on her next basic attack. The empowerment gain is dependent on the form she switches into. So if you're in shadow form and you switch into your light form, you will slow a target on your next basic attack. But if you're in your light form and you're going into your shadow form, it says here that you'll do bonus damage on your next basic attack. So going into shadow form, your next basic attack is bonus damage. Going into light form, your next basic attack also inflicts a slow. So she has some form of CC as well. 2 slows to be exact, right? So she has, oh yeah, she also has the first ability for the light form, which is that ability from League of Legends. Malene's talents. Moving forward. I don't care about talents. Try Peddle's Rework ultimate ability. So this rework to Peddle's ultimate ability will give players greater control whether they wish to deal damage, heal an ally, or with good skill placement, both. Nivnit. Alright, so there we go. You can see here that Petal no longer has to target an enemy to actually make her seeds explode for her ultimate. Simply you target the area within the circle and it explodes in that area after a second or two. So, the big thing here, let's go on and read on. Activating spontaneous combustion now sends the nearest minion dashing towards the targeted location, exploding after 1.2 seconds. Here's the kicker. The heal crystal ratio was doubled, 30% to 60%. And this is where I kind of wanted to get into a discussion about this. So, the big thing with Petal, with this change, especially with the healing increase, is I think that she might be, she might be viable to be a captain at this point. Like, or maybe a subsidiary captain, somebody that can be used as a form of utility as well now for the team. Because that heal is not just one target. It's whatever targets that are allies in a certain group get healed. It's not just that one target. It's all the group in the area. So, like, if you're having this huge team fight and you're throwing out your ultimates near the the beginning of the fight, because that's where a lot of the burst damage happens, right? You're going to be sustaining quite a bit of damage for your team. And not just that, but if you, hey, for instance, they're focusing my carry over here and he's running for his life, well, let me just go ahead and lob him a heal real quick. You don't have to target him, you don't have to target the enemy, you target just an area. So you target the area their ally is going to be in, it goes over there, explodes, it heals your ally, he escapes. So, like, I feel like this might be something that might be interesting to kind of mess around with Petal going forward. I don't know if it's going to sit as a true-to-heart captain entirely, because all she really does have is just that one heal. She has some sort of CC where, like, she can plant the seed and knock somebody back a small smudge, but it's not, like, significant enough to really imply that she's going to be a captain. I just think that it might be interesting to see people exploring that outlet for her as far as a role, potentially. But there you go. So, Petal is getting a rework. Definitely needed. Now moving on to the skins. Let's go ahead and look at the Petal one, which was right here. So, Tea Party Petal Legendary. Tea Party Petal is hosting the most exclusive party since the Dark Parade. Just make sure to obey her rules. So, model change. There's a splash art. So model changes: queenly red and gold dress with heart detail, gold and red crown with heart-tipped antenna, gold scepter topped with a heart-shaped ruby. Bramble boom seeds are now white roses that have been painted red. Playing card minions with chomping heart faces and Vainglory logo backs. That's kind of cool. Bouncing flowery pink and gold. If you guys didn't know, when I was a kid, I had a speech impediment, and my R's have always been very, very hard to say. So things like railroad, I have to really emphasize. So if you guys see me struggling with an R, fuck off. So flowery, pink and gold teacup, Murgle vehicle. Effects and animation changes. All new suite of animations in brushed. Okay. You guys can read that. I don't really want to read this whole thing. But anyways, so that was pretty cool. Moving into Samurai Cruel Epic. Dude, that looks pretty epic. I'm not too fond of the purple, but maybe in game it's gonna look really, really cool. Maybe he'll have like this shadow aura around him too when he runs, kind of like how he has like in that pirate skin. I forgot what it's called. Where he runs around and he has like the after images of himself. Maybe we'll have something where like it's like a shadow behind him when he's like, you know, running, because like kind of like, you know, samurais, they always have like that after image or like a shadow or something that kind of signifies the speed and just the overall just accuracy, whatever. Model and effect changes, you guys can read that. Moving on, Clown Walker rare. So there we go. That is definitely creepy. I'm not a fan of clowns personally, but they don't really scare me, but they're definitely a little make me feel a little uneasy if I were to see them in real life, like this at least. Vainglory parties will never be the same. Why am I a pirate all of a sudden? I'm trying to do a clown and I'm a pirate. Let's just stop that. Terrify your opponents with the all-new rare Turnwalker skin, Clown Walker. Model changes, you guys can read that. Here are an item balance changes. So balance changes are now published as a separate article, which will be highlighted in the Day in Vainglory pop-up in the news section of the app. So there we go. If you want to see the changes, go into the app and that will be there for you. Bug fixes and performance improvements. So Vainglory 5.5, tapping with terrain is far less likely to result in stopping in place. I've experienced that a couple times, so that's kind of cool. Updated effects for Ghostwing and Orb Guardians. I'm actually curious to see what that actually looks like. Updated vein crystal explosions. Okay. Tension bow no longer procs on scout cams. That is a welcome change because there's a lot of tension bow builds right now. So being able to not expend your proc on a scout cam because you're trying to take it out is amazing. So that's pretty cool. All right, so there you go. There was the news. Thank God there's no like lore. I didn't mind doing story time, but like it just felt a little cringy. But anyways, there you go. On a recap, we have a new hero, Malene, light and dark forms, and different ability effects in each form, and some pretty cool passive empowerments whenever you switch between forms. So there you go. Referencing a couple heroes in my mind as far as some of the abilities in other games, but that's bound to happen as there's a finite amount of abilities and how they actually act. So anyways, moving forward, we also had a couple skins, Samurai Cruel, Tea Party Peddle, and Clown Walker, and of course the much needed Petal Ultimate Rework in my opinion, which is freaking amazing. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of the brand new 3.2 content coming to you guys very, very soon. Tomorrow, I believe it is. If it's not, then just disregard that and call me a retard because I don't really know. But anyway, so there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll leave you guys with this once more, the video of the brand new hero to close it out. And I'll
Do I have to
whatever.
do everything myself? Do you mind? I'm trying to live happily ever after here. Do I have to do every...
Ugh.